yes, the situation happening in Afghanistan is a wake-up call to ESN and the unknown gunmen, according to an opinion there. The ongoing terror in Afghanistan is perhaps a wake-up call to the progenitors of Ipob, ESN, and the dreaded unknown gunmen. We are indigo in spirit and truth. However, the style or manner towards its pursuance is quite worrisome. Really, there are solid worries about the Eastern Security Network, ESN, and shockingly too, the faceless unknown gunmen that has been terrorizing the southeast and some parts of the south. The attacks and assassinations on security outfits by the faceless unknown gunmen and a seemingly celebration of them by Biafran apologists shouldn't be. Never Ndigbo have tremendous respect for the sanctity of human life. Bloodbath isn't an Igbo thing, has never been and should never come in the cards. The leaders of Ipob must learn to watch their push. They shouldn't play cheaply and unintelligently into the devil's hands. No government in the world will agree to sit and watch the lives of our citizens so callously taken. What has befallen Afghanistan lately is a very sad tale many didn't foresee happening. Even so, not so soon. If it can happen there, well, it can be replicated anywhere else. We as Nigerians must learn here and now. He who underscores the beauty of peace hasn't tasted war. They can ask Iran, Iraq, Syria, and again Afghanistan. Even back home, they can painstakingly identify the elderly and ask pertinent questions about the Nigerian civil war. It isn't what you may wish your rivalry or arch enemy war is evil. I leave you with this. We must now begin to pray for Afghanistan. We must pray that what is playing out there doesn't come any close to replicating in Nigeria. We have never been prepared ever. But the Nigerian government, the politicians can watch why people die in their hundreds, why people are in IDP camps, why people are in the den of bandits, and why the government has not been able to do anything. People are in the den of bandits and people are paying ransom. A lot of people have lost their lives, but the government can sit down and be watching. Because do you think something happened without anything? All the Biafrans, the ESN, or whatever that you are talking about, what led to that? What is happening? Which each and every one of us knows what is happening, but a lot of people are afraid. A lot of people are coward. A lot of people just believe that, oh, if I cannot beat them, I will join them. And that is why you see that they are not speaking. But at the end of the day, they will come and tell you that, yes, we understand. Yes, we know. Yeah, not that we know that we have challenges. Then is it rocket science for those challenges to be tackled with? It is a deliberate act and they don't want to say anything about it. And when some people decide or purpose in their hearts that, no, these things cannot continue like this. Things can no longer continue like this. They will begin to call you name. Have you forgotten what happened in 1967? War. But these people can sit down and be watching people die in poverty, in penury, living in abject poverty. No, the government can fold their hands. Why? They themselves, they are eating 3 square meat, quality food, but people cannot even substandard food. Just to even have a meal, they can't do it. We have a lot of people who are languishing. We have a lot of people who are acting with impunity, and they can fold their hands and begin to watch. You think all of those things will be happening and people will not do anything? You think everybody is going to be coward? Instead of you to advise the government to do the needful. We talk about Esme every day, committing all manner of atrocities. Nothing is being done to them. But you will go and be intimidating and be oppressing those who are saying what you are doing is not right. Because those are the things that they will be telling you, Afghanistan this, Afghanistan that. They are two different things entirely. Who are the people who are acting the way the so-called Taliban? Who are the people who are acting the same way? Are they not Boko Harams? Are they not the bandits, the ones they call Esme? So the people that you are supposed to be talking with, to be even advising, you are not advising them. You are talking about those who are saying what is happening in the country is not what or the way it ought to go. You are advising them so that they will continue to keep quiet. Those who are looting, those who are destroying this country, those who are those who are making this country dry. We can see them, we know them, they are not spirits. You don't advise them so that they can continue with their atrocities. Then you can fold your hands and be watching them, and God will do it. God will do it. The ones that are taking people's lives, have you advised them? Have you advised them? Mr. Writer, what is written by the God Almighty must surely come to pass. Think for your soul. Is it when Nigeria Taliban overrun the country will you know there is fire on the mountain? When it will be too late to fight back and the ideology of Taliban force down your throat or death, the time remain is very, very short. In the first place, was there any referendum before the amalgamation of the northern and southern protectorate? The answer is capital no. How can a human being created by God reason without brain? Biafra was in existence before Nigeria. Biafrans are non-inclusive in the federal affair in Nigeria. They are maltreated and pampered the Fulani Esme and Boko Haram, and you say, oh, Biafrans just continue to look, but they will pamper those ones. So they can take as many lives as they want this evening. Tomorrow morning they will tell you they have surrendered, and the army, the Nigerian government will welcome them with an open arms. Taliban is an anti-peace, anti-freedom of expression, anti-people, and does not have respect for the feelings of others, forcing the ideology on others with no regards to your consent. All this cannot detach from the activities of Ipob. Not even a piece of it, bloodshed of its brothers, destruction of own properties, insulting of the sensibilities of others, no matter the age or status, and infringing on the rights of the innocent helpless ones. Even though sitting for NECO exams, Taliban is Ipob and Ipob is Al-Shabaab, and Al-Shabaab Akida is Ipob, based on the similarity of ideologies and policies. Like, seriously? You try. The people abusing you are small boys who have not seen war before. I pity them, their mama. This is a very good advice which an illiterate will not like to hear. My writer, you are very unserious and useless, or Mr. Writer, because you don't deserve to be called human being. What concern is ESN with this your useless write-up? I tire. No government can ultimately succeed when it's against the will of the people. We want a country of our own. We were first independent before the British came. What is wrong if we wish to go back like we were in peaceful referendum? It is very understandable you want us to remain in a country where the president says that there is no job vacancy for graduates and undergraduates, both in the federal, state, and local governments. A country where leaders maintain the trust and loyalty of citizens through poverty, insecurity, and human rights abuse. A country where over 85% of the population is poor. It can never happen. We must go back to the drawing board. No, they don't want you to go back to the drawing board.